News at 10.
Gang members deported from Southern California may end up in Honduras, where they spawn a culture of crime in their new home.
Chris Blatchford joins us with a look at how that small Central American country is being terrorized by gangs with roots in Los Angeles. Chris.
Well, in that nation's largest city, San Pedro Sula, sociologists say just 5 years ago, there was no gang problem. Now it's estimated the town has at least 35,000 gang members and a war that started on the streets of L.A.
He's a crazy-ass solo from West L.A.
From West L.A., but living here in the barrio outside the city of San Pedro Sula. His gang is called MS. That stands for Mara Salvatrucha, a gang that originated near 8th and Normandy in Los Angeles.
His nickname is a little tiny.
Now, it's the biggest gang in Honduras, exported from the streets of L.A. to the streets of Central America. They call this 27-year-old gangster Babyface, or Baby. He got jumped into an MS clique called the Normandy Locos when he moved to Los Angeles a decade ago.
Went to, like everybody goes there, looking for a better future, and, things happen, I got involved in gangs, and here I am, back in Honduras, got deported.
Baby, whose real name is Pedro Primera Paz, was deported a year ago after serving 6 years in a California prison for attempted murder. He shot a rival gangster. Baby knows the gangster life.
I would be a liar if I tell you, that I was having a happy life with there, being a gang member. Because you have to be running from the police, you have to be running from the enemies, Not running, but watching your back, because if they catch you asleep, you're dead, man,
He says a few other homies deported from L.A. had already started an MS clique in Honduras before he arrived.
Going crazy, MS. It makes me feel happy, because I see that my neighborhood in Honduras is bigger and we are stronger. But at the same time, it makes me feel sad because a lot of things are happening, man.
Meaning the gang wars are now on in Honduras. The MS enemy here, just like in L.A., is 18th Street. They see each other, they kill each other.
We don't get along with MS, no, MS, We don't like that hood,
Monkey is an 18th Streeter deported from Hollywood a few years ago. He now hangs out in this Honduran neighborhood with an 18th Street clique called Johnson, or as they say it, Johnson. Many of his homies are already locked up in local prisons.
They're inside right there right now because they're killing people, That's what they do, look. So they like to kill, they just like to kill each other,
Here in the barrios of San Pedro Sula just last year, police say 125 MS and 18th Street gang members were killed. Most of them under the age of 17.
He got trouble one of those.
Here, an MS teenager called Little Tiny shows where he was shot in the stomach.
Los homies de la Mara Salvatrucha con los 18 y me puñalearon. Dos puñaladas me pegaron en la cabeza los panochos.
His homie Maldito survived a stab wound to the head.
El plomo aquí lo tengo.
Victor, who used to hang around with 18th Street, tells how he was shot in the chest after MS gangsters chased him off a bus. His arm and hand are left paralyzed. He's 19. Otilia Molina, Victor's mother, says she lives in constant fear, always a gangster out there, armed and ready to shoot.
Put it right here. Go like this.
Because of a lack of money,
Bring this one back.
the most common weapon is this homemade shotgun called a chimba. The average killer who uses it is 14 to 17 years of age.
In the future, it's going to be worse. All these little youngsters, look at them. They don't like to play with soccer ball no more. They don't like to play maules or whatever the games that we used to play when we were a little kid. Now they play with chimbas.
More than 100 different gang cliques have now been identified around San Pedro Sula. Offshoots like the Vatos Locos, or Crazies, springing up in just the last 2 years. 18th MS competing in nearly every barrio, growing every day, just like L.A.
They cannot let other hoods punk you out, you got to put your hood up, be tough to your hood, you know. You claim it, you gotta be down for it, you know.
With this spreading here on the streets today, what future can the eyes on this little face see?
What you're seeing now, you know, death, everywhere death.
Today, the few who work with gangs